Now let's dig into these three modifiers. We'll start off with the length modifier, which is all about adjusting the length of guides. We've got two methods to choose from, scale and cut. Scale lets you resize hair without messing with its overall shape, kinda like using the length brush. Cut, on the other hand, is like giving guides a trim, similar to what the cut brush does. You can set the value up to a max of 1. Next, we have the noise modifier, and it's pretty much like the built-in roughness under children. Endpoint randomizes the ends of the hair strands, kinda like what the built-in endpoint does. Endpoint shape also does something similar to the built-in feature. It determines if the guides should be loose or tight based on their appearance, and it works together with endpoints. Magnitude determines the strength of noise. A larger value means a stronger noise influence. Size controls the size of noise. The larger it is, the smoother the guides will be. By default, the size starts from 0 at the root and is gradually increased to 1 until the tip. Meanwhile, curve control is also available. We've also got preserved length, which controls the percentage of guides in original length. When it's set to 1, all hair keeps the original length. Okay, we shift to the clump modifier, which works similar to clumping. Let's go through this. Factor sets the strength of clumping. Clump works kind of differently from Blender. When it's -1, the tips of chosen guides spread out. At 0, there is no clumping, and at 1, the tips gather together into clumps. Moving on to shape, it determines if clumping is loose or tight, much like Blender's built-in feature. Curve control is also available here, and curve overrides the value. Next is preserved length, which is mentioned before. Then we have preserved clump length. When it's 0, children get stressed to raise the tip of the clump, but when it's 1, they keep their original lengths. Next is preserved volume. You can see how it adds volume to the clumps. There are two clump types. We first talk about the parent. Children form clumps based on their own parents, so the number of clumps can't be smaller than the number of parent guides. There are two subdivision algorithms, fan and random. Fan groups children of a parent based on a fan shape. And random groups them randomly. Subdivision splits a clump into multiple clumps. When it's 0, the number of clumps matches the number of parent guides, so it seems like it's not doing much. Seed can refresh the clumping arrangement. Now the other clump type is generated and is not tied down by parent guides. All children randomly form clumps with nearby guides, and you can control the number of clumps. Reseeding updates the clumping. Randomness determines how random the clumping arrangement is. Larger values make it more random. Alright, let's tackle kink. These parameters work the same as Blender built-in functions, such as amplitude, frequency, and shape. In the wave type, there's a new parameter called Orient, which rotates waves. That's the lowdown on the modifiers. And don't forget, many parameters can be controlled by weight, texture, vertex group, and expression, giving you a variety of possibilities. Now let's put them all into practice. First, add the clump modifier, increase subdivision for more clumps, and adjust the shape with the curve. After that, we add a noise modifier. We don't need a quite high magnitude. A slightly higher frequency works better here, so keep the size small. Then add length modifier to randomize the length. Lastly, add a final modifier to create a layer of random hair for realism. Cool.